The use of bread and pasta as staple foods has been commonplace throughout centuries. But why is it that modern nutritionists warn against the daily use of these delicious meals? In recent research, scientists have discovered how bread and pasta could damage the kidneys due to some ingredients in their compositions. And for those who already suffer any sort of kidney problem, the use of these food items could prove even fatal. The good news is that not every type of bread and pasta is hostile to kidneys. There is an array of bread and pasta species available in bakeries that are calling your attention, but you must be knowledgeable enough to pick the right ones. In this video, we are going to identify the ones that are kind to your kidneys. We're here to guide you in selecting the healthiest options, whether you're shopping or cooking at home, and to help you pair them with the right foods. But before we get into that, let's first explore the hidden risks these common staples may pose. Indeed, there are 4 reasons why bread and pasta can harm your kidneys. And to get acquainted with these culprits, watch the video till the end. Here we go. Number 4. Oxalate-related concerns. Did you know that some types of bread and pasta contain a natural compound that could be harming your kidneys? This compound, called oxalate, is often overlooked, yet it plays a significant role in kidney health. Oxalate is found in various plant-based foods, including leafy greens, nuts, fruits, and whole grains. And oxalate isn't just something you consume. Your body also produces it as waste. Under normal conditions, your kidneys filter out oxalate, preventing it from accumulating. However, when kidney function declines, excess oxalate can build up in the urine, increasing the risk of kidney stones and further complications. Even those without kidney disease should be mindful, as high oxalate intake may contribute to kidney stress over time. One major concern is oxalate's ability to bind with essential minerals like calcium and magnesium in the gut, reducing their absorption. This can lead to deficiencies and impact overall health. For those at risk, experts recommend keeping oxalate intake below 100 milligrams per day, and for individuals prone to kidney stones, under 50 milligrams is ideal. Research in New Zealand analyzed common bran products and revealed surprising results. Wheat bran flakes topped the oxalate charts with a staggering 393 milligrams per 100 grams, followed by rice bran at 140 milligrams. Oat bran, by contrast, contained only 37 milligrams, making it a better choice. Understanding oxalate levels in your diet is key to protecting your kidneys. Being mindful of the types of bread and pasta you consume can make all the difference. Number 3. Issues with potassium. If you have chronic kidney disease, or in short CKD, you've probably heard about the need to watch your phosphorus intake. But what about potassium? When the kidneys aren't functioning properly, they fail to properly remove excess potassium in the blood, which is a condition called hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia can lead to symptoms like nausea, fatigue, irregular heartbeat, and even life-threatening complications. Does this mean all CKD patients should avoid potassium altogether? Not necessarily. Potassium is an essential mineral that helps regulate muscle and nerve function. In the early stages of CKD, getting enough potassium may even slow kidney damage and promote heart health. However, as CKD progresses to stages 3 to 5, managing potassium intake becomes crucial to prevent complications. Experts generally recommend limiting potassium to around 3 grams per day for CKD patients, compared to the 4.7 grams needed by healthy adults. Bread and pasta are usually considered low potassium foods, but their potassium content can vary. A 100-gram serving of bread, about 2 to 5 slices, contains 100 to 250 milligrams of potassium, while 1 cup of cooked pasta provides 50 to 100 milligrams. The real concern lies in potassium additives commonly used in processed foods to enhance texture, flavor, and shelf life. Ingredients like potassium bromate, potassium chloride, and potassium sorbate are fully absorbed by the body, unlike the potassium in whole foods, which is only partially absorbed. For those with CKD, being mindful of these hidden sources is key to maintaining safe potassium levels. Number 2. High phosphorus content. Did you know that some kinds of breads and pasta contain a surprising amount of phosphorus? Depending on the type, a 100-gram serving, equivalent to 2 to 5 slices of bread or a cup of cooked pasta, can pack 100 to 200 milligrams of phosphorus. While phosphorus is an essential mineral, too much of it can be problematic, especially for those with CKD. Phosphorus in bread and pasta comes in 2 forms: natural phosphorus from phytates and artificial phosphate additives. Phytates, found in plant-based foods, can bind to minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron, making them harder for the body to absorb. Over time, this can lead to deficiencies that affect both kidney patients and healthy individuals. Even more concerning are phosphate additives, which are frequently used in processed foods to enhance texture, shelf life, and appearance. Studies show that about 57% of bread and baked goods contain phosphorus additives, contributing an extra 67 milligrams per 100 grams. Unlike natural phosphorus, these additives are absorbed by the body almost twice as efficiently, making them a bigger concern for those with CKD. Excess phosphorus in the bloodstream can lead to serious complications, including weakened bones, heart disease, and kidney damage. While these issues become more severe in advanced CKD, managing phosphorus intake early can help reduce stress on the kidneys. Checking ingredient labels for terms like phosphate is a simple but effective way to make smarter dietary choices. Number 1. Heavy sodium load. When you think of salty foods, bread and pasta might not come to mind, but they can be surprising sources of sodium. For those with CKD, managing sodium intake is crucial, with experts recommending no more than 1,500 milligrams per day. Too much sodium can contribute to high blood pressure, swelling, heart disease, and even stroke, making it a major concern for kidney health. Bread, in particular, is one of the biggest culprits. It's ranked among the salty 6, a group of processed foods that contribute the most sodium to our diets. Most breads contain salt, with a typical 100-gram serving packing around 450 milligrams of sodium. That means a sandwich made with 2 slices of bread can easily add 270 milligrams of sodium before you even factor in the fillings. Some bagels and restaurant breads go even higher, exceeding 500 milligrams per serving. Pasta, on the other hand, is usually made without added salt, but that doesn't mean it's sodium-free. Most of the sodium in pasta dishes comes from the cooking process and the sauces we pair it with. Store-bought tomato sauce, for example, can contain up to 700 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. A healthier option: make your own sauce using fresh or canned tomatoes, which have just 20 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. That was it. You have learned about the harmful ingredients and their composition in bread and pasta. And now, as we promised at the start of the video, we will guide you about the smart options concerning bread and pasta, so here we are. Now, if we've got you too worried about bread and pasta, don't take stress. you don't have to cut them out completely. Managing CKD through diet is all about balance. The key is choosing the right types while keeping an eye on protein, phosphorus, and potassium levels. Luckily, some bread and pasta options fit perfectly into a kidney-friendly diet. Let's explore how to enjoy these staples without overloading your kidneys. Through the upcoming content in this video, we will be helping you in 7 different situations where you are confronted with choosing from different options regarding the types and use of bread and pasta. Number 2. Making a choice of ingredients for pasta sauce. Maintaining a kidney-friendly diet doesn't mean sacrificing taste. Instead of relying on store-bought sauces, which often contain excessive sodium and additives, experiment with homemade options. A simple blend of fresh tomatoes, garlic, onions, and olive oil can create a delicious and kidney-safe pasta sauce. Additionally, incorporating more plant-based proteins, such as tofu or tempeh, can help keep protein levels in check. When paired with the right type of bread or pasta, these meals can be both satisfying and beneficial for kidney health. Number 3. Choice between pasta made of different types of grains for CKD and diabetic kidney disease, or, in short, DKD. For those managing DKD, the challenge goes beyond just phosphorus and potassium. Since diabetes can lead to fluctuating blood sugar levels, it's essential to focus on low glycemic options. Instead of traditional white or whole wheat bread, consider alternatives made from rye, barley, buckwheat, or quinoa. These grains offer steady energy release and are less likely to cause spikes in blood sugar, reducing strain on the kidneys. Another tip is to be mindful of fiber intake. While fiber is great for digestion, excessive amounts in certain whole grains may contribute to bloating or discomfort for some CKD patients. This is why consulting a healthcare provider for tailored advice is essential. Number 4. Cooking choices. Opting for homemade bread and pasta lets you control ingredients and avoid harmful additives. Even though pasta itself doesn't contain much sodium, pre-packaged versions and instant noodles often have high sodium content. Cooking pasta in salted water can increase sodium levels by 247 to 490 milligrams per serving. Rinsing after cooking can reduce sodium by about 34%, so it's a simple way to cut back. For healthier homemade meals, use fresh ingredients and swap salt for herbs and spices. Avoid baking powder and baking soda, which contains sodium, and opt for natural leavening agents like yeast or sourdough instead. Using fermented or sprouted whole grain flour can also reduce phytates and oxalates, making these foods easier on the kidneys. Number 5. How much bread and pasta should you eat? Bread and pasta fall under the grains category, which typically allows for 6 to 11 servings daily. For CKD patients, portion sizes should be adjusted based on individual needs. 1 serving equals 1 slice of bread or half a cup of cooked pasta. If you have advanced CKD or DKD, work with your doctor to determine the right amount. Number 6. While balancing your diet. Pairing bread and pasta with lean proteins like eggs, fish, or legumes, along with fresh vegetables, can create a balanced meal. When choosing toppings, go for homemade fruit spreads instead of store-bought jams, which can be high in sugar and additives. Herbs like basil and oregano add flavor without extra sodium. Additionally, some modern bread and pasta products are enriched with fruit and vegetable powders, while trendy, They may also be high in potassium and phosphorus, so consume them sparingly. Number 7. Smart shopping tips. Picking the right bread and pasta at the grocery store can make a big difference. Freshly prepared options from local bakeries often contain fewer additives than processed varieties. Look for brands with minimal preservatives, such as matzo and manna sprouted breads. Always check ingredient lists and nutrition labels for sodium, phosphorus, and potassium content. A product with 20% or more of the daily value for these minerals is considered high, so be cautious. Low-sodium bread options, like those from Hostess brands, may still contain more sodium than ideal for CKD patients. The FDA defines low-sodium foods as having less than 140 milligrams per serving, while very low-sodium options contain under 35 milligrams. Sodium-free choices, such as Ezekiel and Tuscan bread, can be good alternatives, but be mindful, some contain higher phosphorus levels than expected. Also, be wary of salt-free products that may contain added potassium. Number 8. Whole grain vs. refined bread and pasta. Whole grains are often praised for their fiber and nutrients, but for those with CKD, refined grains might be a better choice. The milling process removes bran and germ, reducing phosphorus, potassium, and oxalate levels and making them easier for the kidneys to handle. For example, white bread has about 113 milligrams of phosphorus per 100 grams, while whole wheat has nearly double at 212 milligrams. Similarly, whole grain pasta contains around 126 milligrams of phosphorus, compared to just 58 milligrams in white pasta. The same pattern applies to potassium content. However, recent research suggests whole grains have benefits too. While they do contain more phosphorus and potassium, these are in organic forms that the body absorbs less efficiently. Plus, whole grains aid digestion and promote satiety. Moderation is key. Swapping 2 slices of white bread for 1 whole grain slice can help balance phosphorus and potassium intake. Bread and pasta can be part of a kidney-friendly diet if chosen carefully. Many processed versions contain additives and excess sodium, which can be tough on the kidneys. To minimize risks, opt for fresh, low-sodium options, rinse pasta after cooking, and use herbs instead of salt. Moderation is key, especially with whole grains, which may still offer benefits when consumed wisely. Making informed choices can help protect kidney health while still allowing you to enjoy these dietary staples. However, it must be kept in mind that before making any adjustments to your diet schedule, you must consult a registered medical practitioner. The information in this video has been taken from trusted sources like healthcare and the National Kidney Foundation. For more details and a deep understanding, you are advised to visit these sources. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video if you have enjoyed it. Until the next informative video, take care.